Spiritual life is not a theory. We have to live it. It's not just an idea. You have to give it away. And you can't transmit something you haven't got. Selfishness is the root of your troubles. You gotta get rid of it or it's going to kill you. Spiritual life does not involve mind-altering substances nor mind-altering ideas. The spiritual life doesn't involve cussing at people, calling people names, using people, taking people's money just because they're stupid, taking advantage of people, using people. That's not the spiritual life. Sacrificing yourself too and giving is not spiritual either. You got to take care of number one. Your life is no fun. You've helped a lot of people, yeah, but it's time to help yourself. Practicing the principles in all your affairs means all of them. All people, all the time. There's no days off from the spiritual way of life either. Just because something works doesn't mean that it's right. So get with the program and make your spiritual principles tight. Do things right. Looks pretty when my hair goes in the wind. Loose doggy. Anyhow, I'm just showing up for you today, hoping that I can find something helpful to say. Remember that stick to God's plan. You might not like it, but it's the way it has to be. And you can't afford to argue with what God wants of you. It's just going to hurt until you do what God tells you to do. If you're drawn to something, you got to do it. Whatever the voice inside tells you to do, that's what you need to do. But it's beautiful out here today. My back's been injured for over a week now, and that's been tough. Learning to go around it, really having to ask what that's trying to teach me. Got to heal this new adversity. I don't think it's a coincidence that someone in my circle has a back injury too. So I'm helping them heal in other ways too. Every physical thing has a spiritual connotation to it also. When we spiritually straighten out, we mentally and physically do too. The fact that my back is hurting means that there's something spiritual that I need to pay attention to. And we all make mistakes. We all fall short. Glory to God. No one's perfect. Pain is just an indicator that something needs to be paid attention to. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. Pain is like a temperature gauge. Something hurts really bad, or you're really sad. It's just trying to get your attention. It's something needs to be learned. We got to learn to turn the dial, change the frequency, learn the lesson, and then the adversity will decrease too. There's always expansion and contraction. There's always this ebb and flow to life. So don't worry about what you don't know. You learn as you go. What I have found is best to go slow, and sometimes going slower is actually faster. Do what you're supposed to. Pay attention to habits. I've learned that God comes through too when you're honestly doing what you're supposed to do. Honestly doing what you're supposed to do. I gotta get home. So my husband is waiting for me. Have a great day.